Dude, it's your turn. Undead Unluck, man. If you've never read it, you should read it. And it's okay if you don't want to read it because the anime is coming out literally in like, I don't know. I think it's
fall.
Oh, fall. Okay, so later this year. But anyways, Fuuko Izumo is badass because. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Sam the Bomb. And of course with me every week is Danny.
Hello, hello.
And Nick.
What up?
And we're back with
What
another
up?
topic. I want Nick
I say that to myself in the mirror every day, and it makes me cooler.
I want Nick to start using more 80s cool people lingo from the 80s.
How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? I'm progressive.
Oh
I
yeah.
said dudette.
Oh yeah, that's hot. Yeah. That's hot.
Oh yeah. What was that Family Guy skit where Peter's like, "Oh, it's 90s rappers. Oh no, wait no, 80s rappers were all wholesome, and then the 90s rappers were all violent."
I don't remember, but like that's definitely kind of the case. Like 80s rap was like, "Hey man, don't step to my turf because I'll out rap you," and then 90s rap was like Eminem. Like
No, it wasn't even him. It was like other. Anyway, but
Eminem
yeah.
No, it was a
like
bunch of people.
early
Yeah, no, it was.
2000s.
Yeah, it was other.
I would
you know
say
what? I gotta stop
90s
talking. I don't know what I'm
is
talking
Tupac
about.
and Biggie Smalls.
It was like Tupac and Hot Boys and Hot Boys. Yeah. I got into hip hop super late in my life. So like, anyways, I don't know shit about hip hop. Okay, and at least not lately. So I need someone to educate me on that. That being said, that's got nothing to do with what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is 6 years ago. Probably more than that at this point. I got to double check. Let me look at the date. Hold on.
It's
Sorry.
been 84 years.
Yeah, it was, dude, it was, where's the date? April 13th, 2017. So yes.
The Reagan
Six-
administration.
The Reagan administration, 6 years ago. We did this episode. Well, Danny wasn't on it, but inspirational characters. And, of course, me and Nick were just like, Shinji, and...
Hold on, everybody. Get ready to take a shot. Guess what two anime I mentioned? Kaiji and Arya.
And then I think I put Nadesco and Evangelion is what I put. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we've consumed a lot of stuff since then, and also Danny's here now. So, like, well, she's been here. But, like, now we can do this topic again and actually sound cooler, knowing what we're talking about, okay? Inspirational characters. Re-inspirational characters. Re-life. Remake inspirational. Redux edition. 2. The movie, the game. Okay, that's what we're doing. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. First, I'm going to tell you about this. Links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find all the links where to follow and subscribe and all that good stuff. And then also, check it. It's a new month. So that means Manga Club is doing some new things. And I forgot to say this last week. I always fuck it up. But if you listen to the plummet, hopefully they're keeping track of it over there. But the new schedule is as follows. This is the June schedule, okay? So we already passed one Sunday, and they read Gigantomaxia Volume 1, which is all of it, because obviously R.I.P. Kentaro Miura. This weekend, so like in a couple days from now, they're doing the first 3 volumes of Promised Neverland. The 18th, A Bride Story, Volume 1, the first 3 volumes. And then the last Sunday, the next 3 volumes of Promised Neverland, so Volume 4 through 6. So yes, if you want to, if you're in the Discord or you haven't joined the Discord, links.animesummit.net, join the Discord. Ask about Manga Book Club. Very fun. Join Manga Book Club. Vote, read, have fun, yell at everyone. Okay? It's really cool. Also, me and Danny were talking about this, and we need to build our following on social media way more. Every week I just go, links.animesummit.net. That's where you can go to poop and pee. No. We need you to poop and pee harder. That came out wrong. We need you to follow and spread the word.
We need you to piss blood and shit thunder.
You're gonna eat lightning and you're gonna crap thunder. No.
Float like a butterfly.
Yeah.
Stings like when I pee.
You're a greasy fat.
Oh my god.
It's like when I pee. That was good. That was good. That was
What
good.
is this, manga club? What is this, manga club?
Yeah. Actually, that is a manga club.
You're a greasy, fast, 180-pound Italian tank. No, I don't need this.
You got to pronounce it Italian.
Yeah, Italian. Yeah.
That's good. You did it right.
Yeah. Shout out Burgess Meredith. No, dude, we got to build our following on social media more. So more retweets, more renotes, comments, whatever you got to do on Twitter, on Instagram. Help us build up that following and get us up there. We got all the follows on Spotify. I see there's more follows on Spotify now. Shill the crap out of that. Tell retweet people and say, hey, if you haven't left a rating on Spotify, do this. Let's get to that next fucking number, okay? So let's do that. Tell people to subscribe to the YouTube, all that good stuff. And as merch draws closer, maybe I'll buy a couple of merch things to have on hand to give us giveaways for people who help us out and bring in more followers and stuff, okay? We'll go into more details about that later once I discuss it with Wingus and Dingus. That being said...
Who's Wingus and who's Dingus?
Whichever one of you makes me more mad at that time of the week.
Oh, okay, so Nick then.
So right now he's Dingus, yes.
You mad?
I thought he was gonna be in the background, just going, "Dude, what the fuck did I do?" Dude, waifu, or no, sorry. Listen to question of the week, Nick. Let's just get into it.
All right, this is from Hunter Tane, and he asks, if there's any show or movie you could watch again for the first time, what would it be?
Wonder Egg priority.
Are we only limiting this to anime, or?
Oh, show or movie. I mean,
you could say one anime, and that's it. There you go.
One anime and one movie.
Well, one anime and one non-anime.
One anime and one non-anime. Okay, Wonder Egg priority.
We'll do that.
And then non-anime. Ooh, that's a good one, actually. Man,
Tom passes.
Yeah,
Shrek.
I pass.
Shrek.
I guess.
There you
Yeah,
go,
I don't know.
Shrek.
Yeah,
Shrek 1 for you there, Sam.
I gotta think of a non-anime one. You guys go real quick.
All right, Danny. What anime would you watch again for the first time?
For the first time?
Something you think you would like right now.
I mean...
Not like a kid's show necessarily. Although it could be.
I'm gonna go with Millennium Actress.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like, Fruits Basket. Okay, good.
I mean, I can, no. No, we're going to go with Millennium Actress. And then, non-anime, we're going to go with my all-time favorite movie, The Breakfast Club.
Cool.
Isn't that pretty much what Wonder Egg priority is?
Forget it.
The
Dude,
Breakfast
fuck
Club?
you. Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. I'm gonna give you the bow.
No, that's Sunny Boy. Sorry, that's Sunny Boy.
You bitch.
Okay.
Oh God, you just made so many other people mad.
Wait, I mean, that's a compliment, isn't it? Okay. So you've been stalling. What's your pick?
I haven't been stalling. You just got to me. You're the one who said the Sunny Boy comment. Dude, okay. Pretty Little Liars, even though it's problematique. It's kind of a problematique show.
Yeah, everything is.
But at the end of every 3 episodes, I was like, oh. I would watch that with your show.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's really exciting. It's exciting. It's like drama. It's like just a bunch of drama bullcrap. It's fun. Anyways, yeah. There you go. Good question. Or good answer. Good answer.
Oh, yeah, my turn.
Oh, yeah, no, hurry up, dude.
Okay. Anime, I could just pick one of my favorites, I guess. Shit, I had this sorted. You know what? Cowboy Bebop. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, dude. And then non-anime, Lord of the Rings trilogy. Let's go. Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good answer, dude. That's a good answer.
Fuck y'all.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, dude.
Dude, I stumbled on the ending song to Return of the King today, and I was like tearing up. I'm like,
oh, it's so good.
play that at my funeral.
Throw
There
it
you
into
go.
the fire. All right, dude. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. All right, Waifu and Husbando, Danny.
Waifu is Chile from Dragon Ball Super, and Husbando is Chopper from One Piece.
I used a random character generator because I couldn't figure out what was relevant to the topic.
We should just keep doing that. That's a good
yeah, it's
idea.
actually way easier, right? Yeah. If it's like relevant to the topic, like of a review or something, then we'll do it from the
Right.
show.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, give me anime.
Yeah, dude, we'll just use random anime. Yeah, anyways, 2020's best boy. Okay, from One Piece. Don't
Best
fucking.
boy.
I always find it hilarious whenever Chopper transforms into like the big buffy meaty deer and he
Yeah,
still
yeah.
has his like little baby voice.
Yeah. He's the
It's
best.
like
dude.
Elric, the Elric brother. What's his name? No, Ed and Alphonse. There
Alphonse.
you go.
Al, yeah.
He's like Alphonse, yeah.
Yeah, but
got his-
Alphonse is a tin can.
Yeah, but
I
he's
know,
like
but he's a
this
big guy.
He's
He
this
has no
big
body,
buffy.
though.
He's this big buff armor with the kid's voice. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no body inside though.
He's got
so
no
it makes
body
sense.
inside. Damn, Danny, don't be racist. Shit.
Yeah, don't alchemist shame him.
Fucking Danny,
All
you
right.
just hate on alchemy. Wow.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Don't laws of nature shame him, Danny. Okay, just because he tried to defy God. All right.
Yeah, that was both him and Ed's
Yeah.
fault.
Well, you're shaming him, Danny, and
They shouldn't
them
have
do
been
their thing.
messing with something that they shouldn't have.
Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. In the body and some armor and some metal shit. Nah, dude.
yeah.
Inspirational
Rewatch that.
Inspirational. We should, honestly. We should. Inspirational characters re-edition. Part 2. Part due. Okay, we're going to go round the table. We got 3 characters each. And now that we've consumed way more anime and have a better understanding,
We're picking the same shit.
we're picking the same characters now.
I'm picking all old stuff, aren't I? I
Oh,
just realized that.
Only Danny's characters are the ones that we haven't heard before because she didn't do this last time. But no, we're going to go in NDS order, okay? Nam, Dam, and Sam order. That's what I'm talking about. All right?
Das.
If we rhymed everyone's names like that, it'd be Nick, Dick, and Sick, Nanny, Danny, and Sammy. And
Put an M in there, yeah.
And Nam, Dam, and Sam.
Wait. What's Nick's for mine?
Nanny?
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 No, nanny. Oh, okay.
Nanny.
I could do somebody insert the nanny laugh.
Oh, yeah, I'll put it right here, yeah.
I can't do it.
I
I'm
love
just
that
doing
show,
Lois.
man. I love that fucking show. Someone tweet at Fran Drescher, see if she'll come on the podcast. Anyways,
She's, Leela from Futurama, right? Am I wrong?
that's Katie Seagal.
Okay. well,
But also
she
tweet at
looks the
Katie
same.
Seagal and see if she'll come on the podcast.
Have you seen him in the same room? Okay.
Come on, dog.
All
All right, Nanny,
I'm
go
gonna
first.
start.
Wait.
No, it's
No?
Nanny. You said Nanny. Okay, that's me.
Yeah, Nanny.
All right. Well, actually, we're doing Nick rhyming, so it's Nick, and then Danny. Sorry, you're Dick. And then Sam is sick,
I am, thank you.
but the good kind of sick. Like that was sick, bro. And you're the good kind of Dick, like one of those old timey detectives.
no, not fat,
Oh,
dude. Like,
what?
you're not fat. You're PHAT fat. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
All right.
God.
And I'm Santa Claus. All right, fuck you guys. Okay. So my first pick is Noriko from Gunbuster. I
Yeah.
have her last name pulled up. She's like Shinji before Shinji, essentially. And we picked Shinji last time. And, Shinji Ikari, everybody's heard of him. But Noriko, made by the same studio, Gainax. Gunbuster, it's just a space mecha show. They're fighting space aliens. I think they're literally just called space aliens. And they got to defend the Earth from the attacks. And that's the show. But then they go into like time dilation shit, like Interstellar style, which Interstellar copied some of that from Gunbuster. And so like they have to defend the Earth while traveling. Like every time they light speed travel, they lose time, or they go basically into the future, kind of. So like they're
Yeah.
when they go with the light travel, they're like, oh, it's been 4 years. It's been like a day here, but like 4 years on Earth, for example. I'm making up the numbers there, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, and that plays into the story a lot. And yeah, pretty much Noriko, she's just trying. She like lacks confidence at first, and she's just trying to train to be a good Becca pilot. And you get the classic '80s training montage with him like running and doing push-ups and stuff. Except it's with the robots doing that.
Ironically,
like
the story
shit.
also takes place in 2023.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh God,
they knew. Where's Matthew McConaughey?
yeah.
Yeah, and like what I like about her is Noriko has like a unwavering determination and a lot of loyalty to her friends and her coach and everybody, and she fights for them. She fights for Earth and everything, and she becomes like just like a courageous warrior. And she has to overcome these personal insecurities and tragedy, and she loses like her boyfriend at one point. Spoilers, but actually I don't think he was like one of her friends. But anyway, it's mostly just like she's kind of like a shonen style, like a classic shonen style character.
Yeah, she grows. It's like
she's just like she has like the indomitable spirit, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I like about her.
Yeah.
And the way they direct it and style it, it's fucking awesome. She's kind of like a hero. It's a short show. It's only 6 episodes, so there's that. And like, what I like about Gunbuster too is like her and oh god, what's the other pilot's name? It's been a long fucking time since I watched Gunbuster. Here we go.
Kazumi.
Yeah, Kazumi?
Kazumi.
Yeah, Kazumi. Her and
Nino.
Kazumi travel on the Gunbuster, and they go on a mission. I won't spoil too much or whatever, but they're going on a mission to do a thing, and a time dilation is happening. So, like, basically, to do that mission, they have to leave everybody they knew behind, and they know they're going to be long dead when they come back.
They're gonna be
if
long
they come
dead
back and
or
make it
yeah,
alive,
yeah, like because like they're gonna come back and it's gonna be how
and they
got to
make this choice to like leave everybody in order to save everybody, and they're gonna try to come back, and like that whole arc and like what happens during that and after that, and like when they try to come back and everything, that's like fucking that's like so incredible. That's one of the best anime like last couple episodes of all time, I think. So
it's technically
just
like a really selfless decision that they have to make. Like it's like you're gonna
and then the
throwing away
ending
your
is
current
just
lives for
fucking classic.
Oh, it's so
but
good.
yeah. So it's just like a very stylish, like very 80s feeling anime. So there you go. Just like over the top,
Very much fits in line with this topic. I think it's very like
And Noriko, her journey is kind of like when you leave your family and go off and do your own thing, and you got to come back and everything. It's like the time dilation a little bit. That's kind of what it reminds me of. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys go.
Good one. Okay, Danny.
So, my first one is gonna be Hinata Shoujo from Haikyuu, and for those who aren't familiar with Haikyuu, it's a volleyball anime, and it mainly focuses on Hinata, and Hinata is in middle school. He practically at his middle school he was practically the only member of an all boys volleyball team, so he didn't have any much volleyball experience, but he is able to he has like agility, but he does lack height, but he wants to be a spiker. So that has been his dream for forever. He wants to be a spiker. He wants to be the ace for Karasuno, because he admires the spiker from I think like 5 years ago or something like that. He was watching TV and there was like a tournament, and the Karasuno volleyball team was at the finals, and there was also a spiker who was about the same height as Hinata. So So he realizes that he doesn't have the skill set because he was never on a volleyball team. This is practically his very first time being on a team. So, and throughout the whole thing, you know, the captain and the coach realize that Hinata, he wants to be a great spiker, but he's not there yet. So they give him the position of a decoy. And he's actually pretty good at being a decoy. I think Hinata definitely really grows by season 3 when he's facing against what is the name of the school? Shiratorizawa Academy is like a big powerhouse. So by season 3, they're facing them, and there are definitely so many moments in that season that Hinata grows and establishes a lot of what he needs to do as a player. So yeah, I know you guys haven't seen it, so it's just me talking by myself here. So, but
I haven't gotten
All
there
by
yet.
myself. I've seen the first 5 episodes.
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
I like the short guy because he's short like me.
Yeah, the main guy. That's what she was talking about.
He has to climb up the stairs on all 4s. That's how short he is.
All right. But it's
Is
one
that
of
a
those-
red flag if you're on a date and your date climbs up the stairs on all 4s?
If
What do
she
you think
does
of
it
that?
backwards, it's a red flag. Because that means she's
That's like a fucking you better kill her right now.
that's a
flag.
possessed
Or him.
She's possessed or something.
Yeah.
No, dude, like
Anyway.
fucking Nick. Fucking that's like one of those I think Hinata's a good example of like
He never gives up. Like, he never backs down. He always wants to try.
in shonen sports anime, he's like the perfect example of like what you want to see in a protagonist kind of.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. Underdog. I mean, that's pretty much like a lot of shows where, the team is like the underdog of, the whole prefecture, and they just have to rise up to the top kind of thing.
They haven't won a
So,
game in 6 years.
But what sets apart Haikyuu from the rest is that by the end of season 1, when they face off, I can't remember the name of the team, but they by the end of season 1, they actually Karasuno does lose. So it's
Spoilers.
Say it again.
Spoilers.
I mean, if you
They lose a sports ball game.
if you haven't watched
God,
it by
Nick.
now. But
I know.
anyway, so yeah, but losing is also like a good chance of growing and developing your skills as well.
Oh, that's the best chance.
So
in sports.
so I was really happy by the end of the first season that they didn't win. So that's definitely why I really, really enjoy Haikyuu, is because, not only have they lost, but they have the chance of growth and stuff. And so throughout the whole entire story, they definitely progress even more as a team and for individuals as well. So everyone watch Haikyuu. It's amazing.
And according to ChatGPT, he has infectious energy and unwavering optimism.
God, dude.
He's a happy warrior.
All right. You're not allowed to use ChatGPT for the rest of the month, okay?
Well, how do you think I talk anymore, Sam?
You gotta, dude. That's really bad. Like, I know you're joking, but it's like, come on, dude. Like,
It's a supplement. It supplements me, okay?
Oh,
I
God.
don't need it. I can quit anytime.
okay, yeah, you should quit it like now. like, anyway, yeah, dude, absolutely, and obviously that's like which is gonna go into my next character because I'm gonna go out of order than how I written it here, but That's kind of like if you can do that trope well, even though it's been done so much, if you can do it well, there's obviously a reason why Haikyuu is so popular, right? But if you can do it well, then the character becomes inspirational to people or to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's legit. Hinata show you, yeah, Haikyuu. I wrote mine in order because that's how I thought of them, but I'm gonna go sticking with the theme of the underdog here. I'm gonna go with Bojji from Ranking of Kings, bro. My boy. The son of King Boss and Queen Sheena, the stepson of Queen Hilling, half brother to Daida. He is a tiny boy. He's a little tiny boy, because he is next in line to be king, right? Of the land or whatever. But like, a lot of people will kind of doubt him because he's so small and weak, and he is deaf, and he can't speak, right? He can make noises and such, but he doesn't know how to speak, the language or English or whatever it is, the language they speak. And obviously, people doubt his ability to be a ruler of, a whole kingdom, right? But over time, as he travels the world and goes on his own, because that's the big thing, right? Is everyone's doubting him, and then he decides with Kage that he meets in the beginning, hey, you know what? I gotta prove to these people something. I gotta do something. I'm gonna go travel, and I'm gonna come back a beefy boss, and I'll whoop everyone's ass. That's the most basic explanation, but despite his size, despite not being able to communicate, and everything, he comes back with a full heart, and it's not easy, and I won't say what happens at the end, but it's literally what it is, man, is he had so much help, right? And not because, yeah, he has got disabilities, right? He's tiny, he can't speak, he's deaf, but with he has no shame in the fact that he got there with all the help that he could have.
Yeah.
And I think he became this fucking badass character, and I mean, he always kind of was. Actually, they show it.
Once he got the proper training.
Yeah.
By what's his name? Despa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once he got the proper training and utilized his strengths, because his strength is his agility and his speed.
Yeah, his precision and stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how he is able to defeat his enemies.
Right. But even just before that, right? I mean, just in general, it's the confidence, with Nick's character, and it's there were times where he wanted to just get on his knees and cry, and then the people around him who loved him were like, dude, all you got to do is chill, cry a little bit more, and then get back up, and we'll get right back at it. And you kind of there's something about him you gravitate towards and get inspired by, because despite all the help he needs and or gets, and then to become to get to where he was, it's it kind of just is that's okay though, because he still comes out on top.
Yeah. Even
on he still does it on his own. He still executes his goals on his own. He just had a lot of help getting to that point, and that's okay. And I think that's super fucking dope, dude. It's, you can't, not everyone can be fucking Vegeta, where he just does it by himself the whole time.
Whoa! I take offense to that, Sam. I was gonna pick. First of all, what are you saying about me? Okay.
So, anyways, there's a lot of characters out there who they do it by themselves, and you don't have to do that. And that's
that's every isekai protagonist.
Yeah. And that's
it's the libertarian's fucking wet dream.
Yeah. that's a
Oh, I know how to build civilization. I'm the best.
that's a bad example because right, like Dragon Ball Z has Dragon Ball has a big power scaling difference, right? But like, no, like but just like there's something about Bojji that you gravitate towards, and that he's gonna fucking do great things just by his determination, his willingness to come to you for help, his willingness to do things on his own when needed. I don't know, man. He's just amazing.
Well, he's small.
Despite his
He's got like everything against him other than being a prince, I guess. Or a king.
Yeah.
Other than that, other than wealth,
yeah,
he has everything against him, which is still a lot. So.
Yeah, and it's hard to get over some disabilities for a lot of people, and I would say for him that it's still hard for him, but he finds ways to still do what he needs to do and get around it. And maybe it's not the perfect way, maybe it's not the way that like you would see it in some other anime, but like he does with what he's given, and like he's not afraid to like ask for help to get there and then execute it on his own right after. So I think that's just badass. I don't know, man. Bojji's the boy. I hope someday I can help him. I can be like, Bojji, let me teach you how to cut a bitch with this knife. Okay.
Step 1, you go straight for the jugular.
Step 1, you go straight for the jugular. That's how you do it, man. All right. Go back to Nick. What do you got?
All right, Sam. Despite your putting me down, I'm picking Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
No, I'm
surprised we didn't pick him last time. Vegeta is like the best character.
Yeah, why
in
didn't
Dragon
we?
Ball
God,
Z.
we suck.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is a much more interesting character than Goku, I think.
Yeah.
Because Goku is
10
just
times.
overpowered. Goku's overpowered. He's kind of an absentee father, He does help, but he's just he's basically a man child. That's what Goku. He's a man child.
But I want to train.
I mean, Vegeta kind of is too, but he's also more of a man than that.
Right.
He's a Saiyan, so he has the same instincts to fight. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z, in case you don't know what it is, it's like the biggest fucking shonen ever made. So, you got humanoid dudes with spiky blonde hair punching each other and blowing up planets and shit. All right, aliens and other stuff too. All right, it's Dragon Ball Z. Just fucking Google it. Vegeta is like he's a fallen Saiyan prince pretty much, and he starts out the series as like essentially a henchman to a super powerful alien called Frieza, and Frieza was also in our villain bracket. And so yeah, Vegeta's like under the control of that, and he fucking hates Frieza, but he he pretends that he's trying to help him out and work through that, but he wants to defend his race. He wants to be stronger than everybody else. He wants to be the strongest Saiyan. That's kind of his thing. He wants to be the world, the strongest Saiyan in the universe and everything. And then he meets Goku, and he can't be. He just can never defeat Goku, but he still keeps trying, and that's the thing. Like he has to try so much harder than Goku to be, to be competitive, right? And so, and on top of that, he's also more. He's like a more loving like parent in general. Like during the Majin Buu saga, pretty much anytime he's with Trunks, he actually cares about him a lot, and Goku does too, but to a lesser degree. It's kind of a weird. He's like a little bit distant, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Vegeta, he has a better relationship with his wife, Bulma, even though it kind of seems like they don't, but they're both kind of tsunderes, so
yeah.
Chi-Chi and Goku are just toxic as fuck.
He likes when Bulma yells at him. He likes her.
Oh, yeah.
He likes when she's feisty. He says it.
Powers him up.
It's canon. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have picked Bulma over Chi-Chi. I think everybody would have picked Bulma anyway. Not based on looks, but based on Chi-Chi yelling.
Based on Chi-Chi yelling.
Yeah, so he has like he's like totally relentless, and he'll push himself like beyond the limit as far as he can possibly go, and even farther. He has a lot of pride, and that's like his strength and his weakness. So that's kind of like, it's kind of like, when you hear the toxic masculinity thing, that's what he has, but he also channels it to do good. So that's what I like about him. Like he's able to channel his anger and his pride into helping, the planet and everything. So, but it also it fucks him up sometimes. So, yeah. He I pretty much said it. He's got a lot of flaws. Like he's angry. He's he's kind of short with people sometimes. But
I would say
I think he's cool.
He's pretty loyal, especially to Chi-Chi.
Yeah, he's loyal to his, especially later on. Like he starts out as kind of like you don't know if he's the bad guy. I mean, he is the bad guy. He starts out like that, and he grows and becomes one of the greatest heroes.
Right.
And so that's also what I like about him. He doesn't start as like this god figure, and that's what I like about all these characters. So and everyone that you guys picked too. So.
Yeah,
that's why isekais are so fucking shitty a lot of the time. Is like they just start out as overpowered, and it's like it's just not that interesting. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Except for like One Punch Man. One Punch Man is funny. If you can make it funny, then I'll give it a pass. But
yeah.
Or Mob Psycho, I guess a little bit. That's a little bit. But he has like inner struggles. But yeah, anyway. Oh, we could have picked Mob. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, Mob would have been a good one, dude. Actually, damn it.
Should have picked Mob.
Should have picked Mob. Well, we fucked up.
All right, Sam, you're switching your manga pick to Mob.
No, fuck you.
Sam cheat.
No, it's not cheat because we can talk about manga on here. Okay, it's not like a fun crime, right? Jesus Christ. And also,
are we the Manga Summit podcast, Sam?
The anime is coming out literally in like this year. It's like in another shop.
Oh, so you can see the future.
I can't see the trailer's out, so yeah, I can.
Best trailer ever.
Speaking of Vegeta and Trunks, real quick, do you remember in the? I think it must be the World Tournament Saga, and Vegeta and Trunks are in the gravity chamber, and Trunks is a little kid, and he was like, "Son, I don't know if you want to train in here, it's not for a little boy like you." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll just turn into a Super Saiyan," and then he does, and then Vegeta's like, "What the fuck? When when can you kids do that?"
They're like, "We could all do it."
Yeah.
That's when it kind of jumped the shark when the kids could do it.
Yeah,
but
and then he was like, "Okay, son, if you land a punch on me, I'll take you to the park for an hour." And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
And then he punches him. So, anyways, in Dragon Ball Super, he fulfills that promise, and they go to the park. And Bulma's like, "Well, that's weird. Why are you? That you never come out with us? Like that's so funny." And he was like, "I'm keeping a promise. Shut up, woman." And he's just like, it does a little flashback of that scene, and it's so fucking funny. And then they go out to eat.
I thought they did that during that or right after the scene, or they get interrupted.
I mean, that's what I thought, but you never see it. So I guess like that's yeah, you know what I mean. So I thought it just meant taking him to like a park with the slides and shit or whatever. But no, this was like he took him to like this, like Six Flags type shit, and they went on a little roller coaster. They got cotton candy. They ate ice cream, all that good stuff. It was really funny.
They must have had a fast pass.
Yeah, so he loves Bulma and Trunks very much. He's a man's man, He doesn't want to show. He doesn't want to be like if you're
he's stoic.
Yeah, if you're all kissing on him, he's like, dude, get out of here.
He's a little bristly.
Stop it, dude. He doesn't like PDA. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think that's really funny.
I think Goku just feels a lot more alien than Vegeta.
Yeah.
He's like overly. I don't know.
That being said, I think that speaks to his latest form, which I won't say what it is because like it's spoilers. But like, it's because of his drive to get past Goku. There's a point where he stops caring, but he cares just enough, and it's like, okay, I won't say anything. You should just read it. Okay, anyways.
Well, he did that in the right before the Majin Buu saga, right? He let himself get possessed by I forget what was it?
Babidi.
What's Babidi? He's just like. He's got like an M on his forehead, and he's just like
the Majin Vegeta, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn, this dude will go to any length,
including like killing people. And it's like, God, fuck, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. Anyways, yeah.
And he also stands in the rain during the Phil Collins song, so
which is like that's pretty epic. You gotta think about that.
That's a YouTube meme.
I know. It's a good one. No, okay, my second pick, real quick, and I won't talk into too much, just because. The anime is not out yet, and Nick's going to yell at me. But Fuuko Izumo from Undead Unluck. She's the main character.
Hold on, Sam. Fuuko?
All right, you get just one more of those for the next 2 weeks.
I can say that because it's not officially out yet.
It is out. You just haven't read it.
The anime is not out yet.
Oh, we can't talk about manga, you guys. Anyways.
I'm the police. I'm the podcast police.
What are you, more like the fun police?
And Dannie is the deputy. Deputy Dannie.
Deputy Dannie.
She has a nightstick and she's a little crazy with it.
Dannie is going, no, you're Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. You're Pinhead Larry. And Danny's the deputy.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. We took that pretty far. That was like a Family Guy side tangent.
It was SpongeBob. Oh, yeah, like a cutaway. Yeah. Who you calling a pinhead? Anyways. Dude, Fuuko Izumo is the shit. All right, go ahead, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. Dude.
It's your turn.
Undead Unluck, man. If you never read it, you should read it. And it's okay if you don't want to read it because the anime is coming out literally in like, I don't know. I think it's
fall.
Oh, fall. Okay. So later this year. But anyways, Fuuko Izumo is badass because first of all, she's like the definition of like Nick's first character, but to the extreme, right? She's like literally ready to like jump off a bridge. Okay. And obviously we don't take suicide lightly, but like this is what it is. So in that world or in that story, there's laws of the universe, okay? There are people who have these laws of the universe manifest within them, and one of the laws that is in that universe is luck, right? Well, it's in our universe. Luck is a real thing, right? So, like, the thing that manifests in her is a negator ability, which is unluck. So if you touch her skin, like skin to skin, something unlucky happens to you. So like Rogue from X-Men, right? If you touch Rogue, she sucks the life out of you. If you touch Fuuko, depending on for how long and how much contact you have with her body or skin. So, for example, if she just taps Dannie with her pinky finger on Danny's forehead, Dannie might trip and sprain her ankle in the next like 5 minutes. If she hugs Dannie, right? Let's say like let's say that Dannie and Fuuko are both wearing t-shirts, so their arms are very contacty, their faces are contacty a little bit for like a good long like 1 minute hug, right? Danny's probably gonna get in the car and then have her car flipped into a ditch. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it like gauges by how long and how much, right? So like, she's like, I hurt everyone around me. Every time I get close to somebody, they fucking either die or something really bad happens to me, and I just don't want to live anymore. This sucks. And then that's when she runs into Andy, and his negation is undead. He can't die. So like, he feels like with her power, at some point, he could die. And she's put some badass unluck on him where like a meteor falls on him and he still lives. So his goal is to like get her to fall in love with him so then they can get tender. And then hopefully after they get tender, that's like a lot of unluck, right? So then he'll die for real, for real. Obviously like that's way later in the story. If it ever happens, I don't know. You know, it's still going. But like the reason why she's inspiring to me anyway is because she takes that power and turns it into something really fucking badass later on. It gets to a point where she's no longer ashamed of what she has or who she is. The fact that she's a negator of something that everyone ought to have and deserves, right? Luck. And she's able to turn it into something by manipulating it and, you know, for good reasons, right? So like whenever they run into an enemy that's like whatever, you know, she finds creative ways to use the unluck to stop them, right? Help save the world, all that good stuff. And I don't know, I feel like if you can take something that shitty and turn it into something really badass, like some of the chapters I'm reading now, I'm just like, God, Fuuko's such a badass. She's literally the most badass shonen protagonist ever. Like I love her so much. I want to marry her. I'm gonna marry her, and then We're gonna get
Why
tender.
don't you marry her?
We're gonna get tender, and I'm probably gonna die, but I'm gonna risk it all. I don't give a fuck. Shut up, Danny. Stop making fun of me. Nah, dude, I love Fuuko. She's the best. She's able to.
And Fuuko sitting in a tree.
Stop it, you guys, all of yous. But she's able to take something super fucked up and turn it into something really fucking badass, and that's just really cool. So, if you haven't read Undead Unluck, you should read it. It's currently at, I don't know, 50 million chapters probably. It's like 100 some chapters right now, but like, I don't know, man. It's really cool. The anime is coming out in fall, so you can just wait till the anime. Although, in my opinion, you know, I feel like it's one of those. For me, it's like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. Like, it just gets better. You know what I mean? So it might seem slow at first, like it's kind of like maybe a Monster of the Week thing at first, but later, man, when you start realizing what they're doing, it's like, oh shit, it's really crazy. So, anyways, going back to Nick. Inspirational.
Oh, you're gonna
Danny.
just skip me?
Going back to Danny.
together?
Danny only gets 2.
Wait, we went from.
We've decided to bully one host per podcast.
Oh wait, we went from Vegeta to me. My bad, Danny. Jesus Christ, you're supposed to go Danny after Vegeta. You. Okay, go ahead.
It's fine. I'm just gonna fade away into the background.
Danny is like, Danny's like Kamina right now.
It's the Homer Simpson going to the bush. Sorry, Danny. I can't believe I didn't even realize I just started talking. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Danny's turning into Adams.
Your second one.
We're just gonna get this out of the way. Usagi Tsukino from Sailor Moon.
But no, seriously.
Oh, I was just
Yeah.
waiting for you to say something.
No, I was agreeing.
I don't
with
know
you.
what-
I was agreeing with you. Yeah, sorry.
Well, let me just say before you start, Danny, if you picked Usagi here, why'd you not pick her in the bracket?
Oh, shut up about the fucking brackets.
I'm holding a crutch.
If you would listen to the bracket, then you would know why.
Because
my-
Kai, he big leagued you. He outmuscled you.
Kai, can you please tell Nick when you listen to this episode?
I'm blaming Kai now.
Can you please tell Nick to get a hobby, dude? Holy crap. Anyways, Usagi Tsukino. Yeah, let's go, dude. She's the bee's knees, bro.
She is. And I mean, I would say I love her, but she's definitely not my favorite senshi. But Usagi as a whole throughout the entire show,
Yeah.
she out of all of them, I think she definitely has the most progression. Because obviously when you meet her, she's a crybaby, she is lazy, clumsy, and all that kind of stuff. Like, she has she's a major underachiever. But for all those flaws, her greatest strength is, she cares deeply for her friends and her family and stuff. She sees good qualities in the bad guys that not a lot of other people see. So, I mean, there's just so much about Usagi that, like, I can just go on about. But I think this is kind of going to be, like, a little bit of a spoiler, but I think the one thing that really stands out of Usagi's achievements is in the Stars arc. And I can't remember the actual context of it, but what happens is she is given... So Sailor Galaxia is now Sailor Chaos. Sailor Galaxia is probably, like, the most powerful Sailor Scout, Sailor Guardian in the entire universe, and everyone is gone. Usagi is practically the only one. She's the only one that is able to, like, save the universe, and she is given a sword. However, and this sword is, like, telling Usagi, this is the only way, like, you have to kill her kind of aspect. And Usagi is pretty much like battling with her thoughts, like, should I do it or shouldn't I? And you know, I mean, she ends up just doing the whole power of friendship kind of thing. So, but
Well, there we go. Everybody take a shot.
I mean, that's literally the whole plot of Sailor Moon is the power of friendship. So,
but it's just done so well because
it's yeah.
I mean, it was doing it before it was cool, you know.
Say it with me, everybody. Junichi Sato,
Oh God,
not the mangaka.
not
put a little respect into Naoko Takeuchi there.
I'll give her a silent golf clap.
You know, it wouldn't be for her. We wouldn't have Sailor Moon if it wasn't for her. Just so you know.
Yeah, Sato would have found a way.
Oh my God,
I doubt it. But again, it wouldn't. Sailor Moon wouldn't be what it is now if it wasn't for Naoko. So, a lot of people may like the '90s anime over anything, but put some respect for at least the creator of the character. So, that's all I'm gonna say.
Usagi is kind of like she's the kind of person that you want to have as a friend because she's the ride or die.
She makes friends so easily.
That's her superpower.
You know, I mean, even when like, excuse me, her best friend Naru was like having feelings for what's his name, the bad guy in the Dark Kingdom arc. And, you know, I mean, she realized, like, you know, she even told Naru, like, you know, that's a bad guy, like, don't trust him kind of thing. But then all of a sudden, you know, Naru was all like, no, like, he's a good guy. And, you know, he kind of had his little redemption moment in that one episode. Kai's probably yelling at me like, it's this episode. How can you forget?
He has a timestamp.
But yeah, she definitely sees a lot of qualities in, you know, the villains per se. So, she's just a great character. Aside from like, you know, her crybabiness and everything, she definitely does develop. I will say, I think I like her a lot more, probably around end of season 3 into 4. Yeah. Usagi. Love her. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. It's my turn.
Should we
here.
go back to
so now?
Yeah, because okay.
My third and final choice is Reki from Haibane Renmei.
Yeah.
And this is a show from 2002. It's from like the DigiPaint era, which I don't know anything about DigiPaint, but everybody always says that. So, it's kind of an ugly show, but also beautiful at the same time. Anyway, Reki, this is like a purgatory show. It's a little bit similar to Angel Beats. If you've heard of Angel Beats or seen Angel Beats, it has kind of a similar feel to Serial Experiments Lane because it has the same designs as Lane. Yoshi something Abe. I had his name. But yeah, it's pretty much you have a bunch of essentially like people who died in particular ways. Oh, Death Parade. Death Parade is kind of another example. So if you like Lane, Angel Beats, or Death Parade, or a number of other things like that, then definitely watch Haibane Renmei. But yeah, so Reki is one of the main characters. She starts out in the town, the main town where where they spawn pretty much, and each character is an angel. They're kind of they have a halo and wings, and they don't remember their past. So one of the characters shows up, Rakka. She's the other main character. She shows up. She hatches, and Reki, she kind of takes care of her. She befriends her. She shows her around everything. And what happens is, like, you discover more about this. You discover more about Reki and Rakka, and it's a weird show because, like, it's I wouldn't even say that Reki and Rakka are like the main point. Like, they are, but they're not. But the thing that makes Reki inspirational is that she she's like a mentor to those people around her, and then also she's fighting through her own regret and her own inner demons that she has to try to find self-acceptance, and like she does that during the show. So that's kind of why she's inspirational. She's not like a shonen protagonist. She's not like Vegeta or Usagi. She's not bubbly or anything like that. She's a smoker. She's sin bound, as you would say, just like Rakka. So they go through the town, and it's like there's a lot of metaphors, a lot of ambiance and everything, and you learn about these characters, and it's just the idea of like self-acceptance and like asking other people for help and everything like that. That's kind of what makes this inspirational for Reki as a character. So yeah, there you go. Little short one for you.
That's great. I should rewatch that. I haven't seen it in 15 years.
I'm gonna make Dannie watch it for a show swap.
Oh, okay. So
Chobits and Haibane Renmei.
So I gotta rewatch it anyway. I'll rewatch Chobits first because that one I haven't seen since I don't even know, since I was a young warthog. Okay. Here's my last one, we gotta go to Dannie. We'll do Dannie's last one, and then because let's go back in regular order here. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So my last one is Narada from Kageki Shoujo, which came out in 2 years ago, summer 2021. So with the thing that I find so inspiring for is that she struggles from, childhood trauma. She also struggles with trust issues revolving around men, because she was kind of, in the story, she is expelled from her idol group because of her trust issues. So, and she starts high school at, I forget the name of the school, but she goes to the school where they kind of, it's the Koka Academy of Music. So, and she gets accepted by that. And, she meets Sarasa Watanabe, who is also a really big, inspiring character in the show as well. But the reason why I didn't pick her is because I feel like Sada, when you first meet her, she's so overly confident, whereas with she is kind of reserved. She even finds Sadasa a little bit of an annoying because of how bubbly Sada is. So, but throughout the whole show, or at least in the beginning of it, I think she shouldn't change. Everybody else around her should change. But as the story progresses and she takes on like these acting roles for all the plays and everything, she realizes, and people are surrounding her, are telling her, you're a little difficult to work with. So, and the more she's around Sarasa, she realizes that Sada is there to help her. And that's where she kind of starts to open up a little bit. And that's also where she like made a big change, and she even cut her hair. So, and I definitely relate to something like that, especially like a major change, instead of, I would say, having a major change of appearance also helps you progress as a person, especially when you want to move on from something traumatic and stuff like that. So I definitely kind of relate to that aspect. So, and of course, I think we all can relate to some sort of struggles and trauma that we've had over the years and everything. So, yeah.
I never got to watch that, and like I didn't. It like went under my radar.
I think you would really like this one.
Yeah, you would like this.
Yeah.
We watched it during the seasonal, 2021.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you guys said that. You were like, "Oh, son."
It's really good.
It was pretty much the way it went down was like this. It was like, Danny, what? Danny said, "Sam, what the hell?" And Nick said, "Yeah, what are you doing, you dumb fuck?" And then Danny said, "Yeah, you dumb fuck." And then they proceeded to take me into the back alley and beat the shit out of me.
I'm still beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, Danny's over. They're both
emotionally.
You know that scene in Goodfellas where they beat up Billy Bats in Henry's bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. That's literally I'm Billy Bats, and then fucking they're kicking the shit out of me. You dumb fuck. Where'd you get your fucking shine box? You dumb fuck. Anyways, no, yeah, that went under the pacho. So I'm gonna tell Honey Bear, get on the horn. Okay, I told her. My last character is Ohto from Wonder Egg Priority. Oh man.
She's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what Danny said about the last character, kind of.
I mean,
Same
I think honestly, a lot of the characters in Wonder Egg are pretty inspirational.
Yeah, in their own ways, right? Same idea to what Danny was saying with her character. Her last character is, there's a lot of trauma involved, not just with her, but with the other people she's like facing and coming to, wonder bonding with and everything. Wonder Egg Priority is this story where, Ohto is, she's bullied, and her best friend commits suicide in the beginning. And she's just like, why, what happened, and she doesn't go to school. She just wants to skip school and stuff. And, she comes across these two, we'll just call them robots, I guess, Akka and Ura-Akka, and they basically tell her, hey, if you put a coin or however many yen into this, I forget how much yen it is, but into this egg machine, it'll give you everything you need. And every time she hatches one of the eggs, it's like a girl who committed suicide, and she comes face to face with their trauma, what led them to, go off the edge, rather, I should say. So she's facing her traumas and other people's traumas. Hopefully one day she will hatch the egg of her best friend. She'll get to that point where she'll rescue her best friend from whatever it is she was going through. I am going to say something for the rest of my time here that kind of spoils the show, because I can't speak on what inspires me about it until I say that part. So I'm just going to say it now. So if you haven't seen Wonder Egg Priority, I literally would just turn this off for about 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know. I would say 5 or 10 minutes. Let's just say 10 minutes, a good 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I won't talk for 10 minutes, but I don't know. Just hit the 15-second button, on your little.
We'll put a timestamp.
Yeah, I'll put a timestamp. You'll see it in the show notes. I'll put Sam rant and rant or whatever, something in the show notes. So I won't say the details, but at the end of it, it gets to a point where I kind of learned the truth about what Akka and Ura-Akka are doing, what they're doing with these eggs and such. It gets to a point where the other characters are kind of like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing this. And one of the other characters, Nehru, finds her goal, and she goes to execute or achieve that goal or whatever. And I, having become really close with Nehru, is like, oh well, shit, now I need to go rescue her because whatever happened. I don't know, dude. There was this thing about it, okay, and a lot of people hated the ending. I happen to love it. I happen to really love the show. If that's not abundantly clear by now, then you need to get out of my face. But I really love this show, and literally for this reason. She decides not to go after Nehru. Because she can't. She's a fucking kid, man. You know what I mean? She's a child. Okay? And a lot of what these girls went through, and boy, I should say, like, shouldn't have had to go through these things that they went through. Okay? Nobody should. And, you know, by the end of it, you think, oh, well, these girls have already been through it. Why can't they? Whatever, right? And you're expecting this big, like, climactic anime ending or something. No. She decides not to because she can't. She can't anymore. Okay? There's like it's this at a certain point it stops becoming an anime, it becomes real life. Okay? It's kind of like if you've ever read the comic or watched the movie Kick-Ass, right? It's these people dressing up as superheroes trying to be vigilantes on the street. And people are getting shot, okay? People are getting shot in drive-bys, stabbed and killed and fucked up on the street. And at some point, it stops becoming a comic and it becomes real life, right? And that was kind of like the whole lesson in those movies and in that comic. And that was kind of one of the big themes in this anime. It was just like this real life problem that youth girls, let's say even youth queer people face, you know. Hashtag Happy Pride Month is like it's I won't even just say girls. I mean, a lot of just young people face a lot of pressure right now. Even my generation, you know, in me, Danny, and Nick's generation as kids, we faced this kind of pressure. And mental health back then was not as talked about, so it was just really shitty. And at some point, like, if I had known it was okay to not be the hero back then, not be all strong and whatever, like, I would have loved that. And that's what I does. At the end, she's like, you know what, I'm just a kid, and I don't have to do this right now. I can do this when I'm stronger, if I ever become stronger, and if I'm not, that's okay. It's fine. And I just love that. I love that. The anime didn't give me an ending that I expected, but it gave me one I needed, and one that I ended up loving, and it's because of I. So, like, I don't know, man. There's something about that I've had to learn in the last, like, 5 years or so. Something I had to learn was it's okay to be sad and it's okay to be sick. And, like, I was raised as, like, you know, my mom was, like, bless her heart, okay? And I appreciate my mom for teaching me how to be strong. But I can't be strong like that all the time. I really can't. It's tough. It's really tough. I can't be. Like, I try. I try really hard. And I can't be all the time. And sometimes I need, like, Danny and Nick to remind me of that. They're always like, hey, Sam, why don't you calm the fuck down? You know, and sometimes I need them to tell me that. And
if you ever need someone to slap you around a little bit, Danny's right here.
They remind me that it's okay to, like, you know, chill out. And I need that. I need that like Bojji needs it. And then I need to be able to say it myself like I does it. So, yeah. Inspirational. Okay, end rant. There's in the show sheet. So hopefully you didn't listen to all that. I didn't go into any details, but you know, if you didn't like Wonder Egg Priority, then I get it, but at the same time, fuck you. All right, I'm done. So there's our inspirational characters. Hope you heard some of these things that we've talked about, and you'll go and watch these anime if you haven't yet. All great anime, I think. But I haven't seen Haikyuu or Kageki Shoujo, but and
I hope people realize that these characters are all different. They don't look like us. They don't sound like us. They're not the same as us. You know what I mean? I think a lot of media is trying to make it seem like, oh, the character has to look exactly like me, or I can't relate. That's bullshit. So,
I mean, for some people it's not.
Sidebar. I'm just saying that.
For some people it's not. For other people, I think.
I'm just saying you can. I think a little bit of both, but yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think representation is important.
I'm not. Well, I know I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, these characters are different and they're like us, but they're not like us. If that makes sense, we can relate to them in different ways.
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, I think that's.
I don't need a character to be. Oh, this is Nick. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, no. I 100% understand.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But I think it just adds to the fact that, you know, if I, you know, I wish I had more trans characters that weren't fucking weird, evil characterizations of like, like I would have loved that as a kid. But
Well, it's good to have a variety too, and if they're never the villain, that's also Well, anyway, that's a sidebar.
That being said, I mean, none of these characters.
Variety is good, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
variety is good.
None of these characters. Well, I mean, thank God there is a variety now. But like, I mean, none of these characters, they're all different characters too. Like they're all have their strengths in their own ways and stuff, and hopefully.
And they have weaknesses. That's the important part. They're not isekai protagonists.
Yeah, they're not fucking.
Sorry, Kirito.
They're not beaters like Kirito. Okay. That being said, hopefully, if you haven't seen any of these, you'll watch them now. And let us know what characters you found inspirational to you. Okay, these were each of these picks were personal to us, and they're not necessarily anyone else's kind of opinions. I'm sure some of y'all disagree with some of what we had to say about these characters, and fuck your opinion. How about that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. But let us know what characters were inspirational to you. I'll even put that in the Spotify questions so you can, answer. Give us an answer. Okay, we'll read them on the show. That being said, I love you guys very much. Thanks for listening every week and showing us love. Hit them retweets. Get us more follows and stuff on social media. Get us out there. We're going to push it on our end as much as we can as well. And help us out, okay? That being said, I've been Sam. That's been Danny. That's been Nick. And we've been the Anime Summit Podcast.